Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jeremy here at Extreme Weather Tracker, updating your tropical weather at 1:12 p.m. on June 28th, 2011. We have an area of low pressure developing in the southeast Bay of Campeche. At this time, the Hurricane Hunter aircraft is currently investigating this system to see if we have a closed low pressure system to classify this as a tropical depression. I also know that the Hurricane Hunters have found surface winds of 40 knots, which is around 45 miles per hour. So if they do find a closed low, this thing could possibly be classified as a tropical storm, go straight to Arlene, Tropical Storm Arlene, as early as tonight, depending on what they find. As you can see on the satellite imagery, the area, you can see the counterclockwise rotation. You can see the broad area, center of circulation somewhere probably in this area here. I'm going to switch over to this is the Atlantic wide view, and as you can see, here's the area of low pressure located here, or the area of disturbed weather rather, and as you can see, it's becoming better defined. This is a tropical wave that moved across the Yucatan Peninsula and into the Bay of Campeche. It was in here last night. The center is probably located somewhere in this area at this time. Now, all model indications are that this will continue to move off to the west and eventually impact central Mexico as early as tomorrow night. We definitely want to keep an eye on this thing. The high pressure ridge sitting over Texas at this point will currently keep this thing moving on a westerly to northwesterly fashion, so we don't expect any impacts out of this for Texas, other than the fact that extreme south Texas may get a few squally rain bands from this, but I wouldn't expect too much out of it. Also, there's a tropical wave currently moving through the central Caribbean, and this will continue to move off to the west and northwest over the next several days. And when it gets into the western Caribbean, we'll have to start watching this area also for development, as conditions will become more favorable at that time. As you can see, the Hurricane Center, the National Hurricane Center, has upgraded this as of 2 p.m. To 70% chance of developing, and the Hurricane Hunter is definitely in the system as we speak. So we possibly could have a tropical depression this afternoon into tonight, and maybe a tropical storm classification as early as tomorrow, as this thing has about 36 more hours probably over water. And like I said, it's moving in a west-northwest direction towards central Mexico. I want to show you the model. The model runs for this. This is the current models. As you can see, the center somewhere in this area here is where the models are originating from, and then we have this moving off in a northwesterly and then eventually in a westerly direction. And you can see the model consensus is that this thing will make landfall somewhere around Tampico, Mexico. As I've been saying for the past couple of days, you can see this model here. This is the outlier and can't be trusted. So we want to go with the consensus of the models, and the models are all clustered in this area here. They're all in pretty good agreement, and also the intensity models bring this up to most of them bring it up to a minimal tropical storm before making landfall sometime tomorrow night. So we'll go back to the satellite view, and as you can see, broad center circulation in here. We need this to tighten up. We need the convection to start forming on the west side to get a closed center. I don't know how much convection there is at this point on the west side, or how strong the winds are on the west side, but you can see the broad area of convection off to the north and east side of the system, which is typical with a monsoonal system. The system like this will take it a little while to get going, but once it gets going, the curvature of the coastline of the Bay of Campeche would definitely be a contributing factor that will help this thing spin up a little bit better. So once again, we'll be keeping an eye on this as it develops, and like I said, the center somewhere in this area. The Hurricane Hunters have flown into it. They're investigating now, and this is expected to move on off to the north and west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So the hurricane season is definitely getting ramped up, and we could possibly see our first named tropical storm of the season sometime this afternoon or tomorrow. This is Jeremy at Extreme Weather Tracker. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day.